You guys all know about my love for fragrances, but I think very few of you know my obsession with candles. So here's my candle hoard. Now I have a lot more than this, but I'm focusing today on more of the luxury and like semi-luxury candles. And if we were to go into like my Bath and Body Works candles and my like Winter's Home Sense candles and my Zara candles, this video would go on for hours and hours and hours, because there's like, I want to say maybe close to 100 of those total. So we're not going to touch those today. We're going to touch the luxury stuff. I'll let you know what my favorite ones are and kind of like we'll go through everything. So if that sounds interesting to you, then stick around. And if you're new here, my name is Yana. This is The Scented. We do all the fun fragrance things, including candles. So let's jump in. I'm going to start with Voluspa, because this one I got over Christmas, and this is when it really struck for me, was around the holidays. And usually around the holidays I'll start like dabbling in candles, but I decided I'm gonna check out Voluspa this past Christmas, or Voluspa, you let me know how to pronounce it. So I started with this little discovery set, which we won't get too into because I did get a few of my favorites from here. Oh, I forgot one. It's the strongest candle and I forgot to even bring it. This was the first one that I loved from the set and I had to buy it immediately, and this is Frosted Holly Berry. Now, aesthetically, they're not my favorite presentation, and they really could do with like a little rubber gasket around here to seal it up properly. But presentation aside, this is by far the strongest, most potent candle that I have ever smelled and that I own. It's perfect for Christmas time. It's like the sweet berry scent of like blackberries and maybe cranberries and a little bit of powdered sugar together with a piney type of scent, and it's overall like generally very sweet. This will fill your house and stick around like nothing else. Like the cold throw on this is medium, but the hot throw is out of this world. So this one is like amazing bang for your buck. What I really love about them is that they are a coconut wax blend, which you would think has a shorter burn time, but in fact, their wax blend burns really well. Like these candles last a long time. I think they say, how many hours do they promise? I'm not sure, but I think they promise 80 or 90 hours on these, and I think that's relatively accurate. It's just holiday perfection if you're looking for something that's not straight up Christmas tree. The other fragrance that it kind of reminds me of is Diptyque's Bay. If you like Diptyque's Bay, which I have a room spray of, it's like that, but a lot sweeter and Christmasified. So Frosted Holly Berry is definitely one of my favorites. And then the other favorite for me is actually the French Cade and Lavender. This is just the perfect, gently herbal, fresh, clean scent to waft throughout your house. It's just a touch leathery, like the Cade has a bit of a leathery scent to it. There's a depth, but there's a freshness to it. It is a really nice scent. It is a lot quieter than the Frosted Holly Berry, but it's quite gentle. Like my man really loves this one particularly. It's very just kind of gender neutral, just makes your house smell fresh and clean and just a little bit posh. This is not as loud as Frosted Holly Berry. And then the other one that I really love is the Baltic Amber. This is just a warm, kind of cozy, ambery scent. It's a bit sweet. There's not a lot of spices in here. It's very smooth. It's like, it's buttery and soft and like very gently spiced. The vessel color is really appropriate to the scent. And this one, because I'm originally from the Baltic region and from Latvia, and then when I saw, oh, Baltic Amber, you know, like it's a little bit nostalgic. So this one, for the association, I had to have it. But the scent is really nice. So I think I would be repurchasing this one for sure. I burn this one every time I take a bath. It's just the perfect like cozy, the color of the light coming through the vessel and the scent that it gives is just the perfect vibe. I love Voluspa candles because the value is, I notice, really there, and they're like a lower price point than a lot of these other ones, but the scents are really good. The coconut wax blend is a huge upside because I don't really like paraffin wax, and we'll get into the rest of that later. But then the other kind of like lower level luxury, if I can call it that, would be Nest. And Nest, I loved this Birchwood Pine candle. I love this like massive size. It's just such a like presentation, you know? And I smelled their other holiday candles, and this was my favorite one. I like a nice woody scent in my house. Like typically, I like my home to smell either like super woody, like I'm in a forest, or I want it to smell like just extremely clean. So this ticks the box for the woodiness, and it does give you this piney, foresty type of scent, but not in a cheap way, like not in the way that you would smell in like a Bath and Body Works candle. No hate on Bath and Body Works. I love their stuff and I have a lot of it, but this is a bit more complex and smooth. It's a multifaceted, expensive pine scent. It's perfect. And this one too really, really fills the house. So that I really love. I imagine that it's because of the 3-wick, and the 1-wick probably wouldn't be quite as large in its hot throw, but I love it. So I will always repurchase the Birchwood Pine, whether or not it's Christmas time. And it is my favorite from all of their holiday collections. And I have to get myself a bunch more Nest candles. Now let's go to Trudon, the creme de la creme of luxury candles. They are like the original candle maker in France for the royal family, if I'm getting that correct. And they used to be made of beeswax. Now they have their own proprietary vegetable wax blend. The one that I have here is the Moroccan tea one, and it is called Abd El Kader. So this really smells like you're going to a luxurious Moroccan restaurant with the whole like tea pouring experience. These candles are transportive. They actually, you feel like you're being taken to a different place. Like you close your eyes and you light the candle and you could really imagine yourself somewhere else. They're magical, and I would say absolutely worth the extremely high price point. But I always like to shop a bargain, and I like to find some European boutiques or somewhere that I can get them that will ship to Canada. So when I ordered these, I got them from Europe, and the boutique shipped them here, and they ended up being, I think, around €70, which translated to like maybe about like $110 Canadian at the time. So it was still expensive, but like not extremely so. So this one is beautiful. I think very, very safe. And as a gift, like a really, really safe scent. I think mint in general is quite a safe scent. And the other one I have is not a safe one, from Trudon. And this one I have not burned yet. I'm still keeping it in its packaging. This is Solace Rex. You get a kind of smokiness and almost like a dingy castle, but in the most beautiful way, like wet stone walls, this like varnished floor type of smell. Like all of this I can imagine. And this one technically is supposed to smell like the elaborate parquet flooring in Versailles. So very, very transportive. I haven't burned it yet, so I can't comment on the hot throw. But the cold throw, it's quite substantial. I feel like 2 to 3 feet. You know, you can smell it once it's sitting there. And when I open the drawer where it is, like it all smells like this. So I feel like that scent is like really, really potent and totally, totally worth it for me. I'm gonna burn this one probably this coming Christmas. I was burning through some other candles on Christmas, so I saved this one. And then I grabbed a couple of these little mini ones. I think this is Gloria and this is Gabrielle. So these were their Christmas special edition ones. They smell like exquisite Christmas spices. I prefer Gabrielle. It's a little bit more fresh, even though it's supposed to represent like a gourmand chimney fire, and you get roasted chestnuts and leather and all of that. But honestly, it's not overbearingly sweet or heavy. I really like this. There's a level of freshness to it, and it's super cozy, like very, very uplifting type of scent. And then the Gloria one, it's a lot spicier. And it's very sweet. You could smell a lot of cinnamon in here. It's more of like a typical kind of Christmas spice scent. So of the two, I would recommend Gabrielle over Gloria if you're looking around Christmas time. And let's move on to Maison La Bougie. It's the Bougie. This one is Sagittarius, and I have Sagittarius because my son is a Sagittarius, and this smells like, oh my goodness, this is my favorite candle of all time. It's like a soft honeyed oud, very gentle. Like there's a freshness to it. It's dry, like it's a dry wood, and there's almost like touches of soapiness in this scent. This one is right up there with the Trudon candles. This is like ultra bougie. It's funny to say bougie because bougie means candle. So we're talking about bougies. Okay, let's quickly touch on boy smells. The only one that I have is Hinoki Phantom. This smells really nice and woody as well. Like you're in a forest. It's a lot smokier than the other ones. And this I think would be a good alternative for Diptyque's Feu de Bois, which is coming up. This has Hinoki, obviously, and cardamom, jasmine, moss, and gaiac. So it has this almost like vanillic smokiness, but with a lot more smokiness and a lot less vanilla. And in fact, I don't think there's any vanilla, but something comes off that way almost. I love this one. It came with a mini, and I would totally use this if and when I travel to like just light it in the hotel room and just like feel at home. This is the one that we burn most often, and the burn time on this is amazing. So this as well is a coconut wax blend. It says coconut and beeswax, and the burn time is roughly 50 hours. I would give it that. They're not lying. This would, like, we've burned this, I want to say at least already 30 hours, and it's still going. And then I have the Byredo candles, or Byredo as a lot of people like to call it, and this is woods. I love woods. A lot of people like treehouse. I love woods. I don't like the rose one, the rose noir, the rose one. A lot of their scents are like, they're not safe. Like, I'll say they're not safe for gifting or for blind buying, but I love woods, but it is also a very deep, smoky, woody scent, like a faraway campfire in kind of a wet forest. And the ground is kind of like mushy and soft from a previous like rainfall. It smells really transportive as well, and really beautiful. Like, the thing with them though, they don't tell you what kind of wax they use. So I do suspect that there's paraffin in here, which of course is a byproduct of petroleum, and it can emit some chemicals that can be carcinogenic. As I learned from the app Yuka, which I use to scan all of my beauty products, so thanks to my sister for introducing me to that, and now I'm obsessed and have a problem and need to scan everything. And so I learned about petroleum byproducts, and it's not good. So paraffin would be a bad one, but I can't confirm or deny for sure because they don't have the information listed anywhere. And then the other one that I have from Byredo is Loose Lips. This is amazing. I have not burned it yet, but it smells like lipstick. It smells like a delicious powdery lipstick, very, very nostalgic. Exactly like if you were to take a lipstick, especially an old lipstick, you know how old lipsticks, they develop this like waxy, powdery type of slightly sweet scent? That's this, all the way. And I think this is just, it's almost like a sexy candle. Non-intrusive, a little bit sexy, very, very feminine, like boudoir vibes. So I will be burning this at some point, but for now it is in storage. I tell myself that I need to, at this point, burn through at least one candle before I can start another one. And it's difficult, I'll tell you. Okay, super quickly I want to touch on Lake and Sky because I got these little votives from them. And Wild Grass and Sage, I can't say much about it. It's nice, but it's whatever. It's what it smells. It's what the name sounds like. But Santal Grey, I would love a full size of this because this smells like a very creamy, almost coconutty sandalwood. Very smooth, very reminiscent of Le Labo's Santal 26 candle, which is very nice. Maybe a little bit too intense. Like, this is smoother. This is a lot creamier smelling, but very, very similar. Like a perfect dupe, really. I'm just splitting hairs now, like nitpicking on the slight differences. It's very similar. I received this one in PR from Skylar, and this is their Vanilla Sky candle. I burned this one too during bath time, and this smells like cappuccino. It really smells like cappuccino, and the cold throw on this is massive. From this tiny little guy, I can smell it as soon as I walk into my bathroom. And my bathroom is like on the bigger side, like it's a big bathroom. I can smell this right away, and then it's kind of weird that my bathroom smells like cappuccino, but it's a really nice candle. I don't like vanilla in fragrance to wear on myself, but I love a good vanilla candle. So this is one of the best ones because you get that nice kind of cappuccino flavor in there. And then I have Salt and Stones. They gifted this one to me and I have not burned it yet. This smells exactly exactly like Baccarat Rouge. They have really, really good stuff, Salt and Stone. They have great body products, and I love the brand in general. It was just a coincidence that they happened to gift this to me, but I didn't even know what it would smell like. And this one, what do they call this one? Oh, this is the Saffron Cedar candle. It's identical to Baccarat Rouge. And it has a really good cold throw when I put it out. Like, I usually keep it stored in a dresser in my closet, but usually if I will put it out, I can smell it like in the space as soon as I walk into the kitchen. And my kitchen is small, but it fills up the kitchen. They have an estimated burn time of 55 hours, and it's a coconut paraffin wax blend from what I've read. Maybe there's other waxes in there as well, but predominantly coconut and paraffin. I don't really know as to the harms of paraffin in a candle, but I know it's the least desirable one, but it has the biggest throw. So paraffin will give you the biggest hot throw on a candle and will fill the space. And then we have Diptyque that are, I think they say food grade paraffin is their quality of paraffin, but essentially it's still paraffin. It's just a good quality paraffin. And I can't, it's my weak spot. I love their candles and their scents, and I just can't stop myself. And I know they're not the best in terms of quality of the actual wax, but I love how they smell. And this is their almond. This is limited release. They had a couple years ago over Christmas. I think it's just called Amande. Like, it's just almond. And it's a really delicious almond. It's a kind of a soapy almond. Sweet, gentle, like enveloping little cloud. My son always chooses to burn this one. It's so funny. I'll put 3 candles in front of him and I'll be like, well, which one do you want? And he's like, I like this one. So he really likes the almond scent. And then I have Feu de Bois. Feu de Bois, aka Feu de Boys. It's the one for the boys. It's a really, really good, true, smoky, like fireplace type of scent. It really makes you feel like you're sitting by a real fireplace or a campfire. I love how this smells. This was the signature scent of my house over Christmas. But I don't know if I got a faulty candle. And guys, I burn a lot of candles, okay? I know how to trim a wick. I have like the little set, all the things. This one tunnels like crazy. I've never seen insane tunneling like this. And I've done the trick with the aluminum foil and all the things, and it still tunnels. So I will say that their quality of wax and the construction of the candle across the board from all the ones that I've had isn't the ultimate. There's a lot of other expensive candles that do excel in that category, and their scents, like the emotional characteristics of the scents and like the way that they craft the actual fragrance, that's kind of what sets them apart, because they all just make you feel a type of way, you know. But yeah, this one's pretty magical. This is one of my favorite ones from them. I have a lot of favorites from them, but the burn quality is suboptimal. Let's finish up with Diptyque. I loved their Neige candle that came out last year. I smelled all the 3. They always release a few Christmas specials. This is a powdery, slightly sweet, mysterious, magical scent. The association that I have with this fragrance, and I think it's because we were watching the show at the time, is The Sandman. If you guys have ever watched The Sandman, it's an excellent show on Netflix, but not even in the genre that I typically enjoy. But I thought it was very good. And so it gives me that same kind of sense of mystique and fantasy as that show. I love how this smells. And again, of course, all Diptyque candles, they fill your house and it smells beautiful and it lasts in the air, but it's the paraffin wax, right? This one, the burn time is really good. They all have good burn time. It's a nice slow burn. I've burned this one like maybe 20 times or something, and it's going. And then I have another one from Diptyque. It's Baume d'Ambre. I love their limited releases. There's something about them just being like a limited amount, and then that's what makes me want to get them. Like, I'm not running to buy all their like standard collection, but when the limited stuff comes out, I'm like, I need to have it. This is a nice, like, ambery clean scent. And I love the vessels too. Their vessels are really something. I will never throw out their vessels. I will always find a way to repurpose them. But anyway, this one's not around anymore, so it's a moot point. We're going to put it away. Now, I have Maison Louis Marie, which I think is one of the best affordable candles that you can get that are like entry-level luxury. And they have these at Sephora, which is where I grabbed mine. This is Nouvelle Vague, which is their newest scent, and this is a fig type of scent. I love this. It's a like lily of the valley, fig, kind of musky, summery, wet type of scent. There's some sandalwood in here. Like, it's creamy. It has this almost like coconut quality to it. It's really, really beautiful. I got the fragrance, hated it. It had like this weird green thing that came out. Anyway, I returned the fragrance, but I loved the candle. So the candle's really, really nice. I think this would be more of a summer candle. And for the price point, they are very, very good quality. Great scent. Like, I was going to say scent bubble. Great throw. And good burn time. I'm trying to see if they say on the box what the wax blend is. So there's a soy wax blend, and they don't have parabens or phthalates or sulfates, so they are clean. They're a clean brand, so I love that and makes me feel safer when I burn the candles. And then the other one I have in this cloche behind me. This one I burn a ton. I love, love, love this candle. This one is the Bouval candle, which smells like what I imagine London would smell like after the rain. Like a garden in London after the rain. I don't know why that comes to me. I've never been in London, but that's just kind of the vibe that I get. It's like a little bit posh, a little bit, you know, antique and beautiful. It's definitely one that I'll be repurchasing. I'm not sure what happened with the splashage here. But yeah, this one too I burn a lot. I think that their burn time is pretty on point. Like, it's probably about halfway through. I don't know what happened. It was burning pretty evenly, and then I think I just didn't trim the wick. Now let's go to Maison Margiela Replica. I have Whispers in the Library. It's okay. There's a bit of sharpness to it. I think their best candle, by far, is By the Fireplace. I don't like the fragrance on myself, but as a candle, it's outstanding, and it's probably the best one. If I were to recommend a candle from Maison Margiela, I would say By the Fireplace. But I got Whispers in the Library because I liked the fragrance, the actual like perfume. And this doesn't really smell quite like it. This is a bit sharper. And I just, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. And they are lying about their burn time, because I'm telling you guys, I burned this one at the same time that I burn a couple other ones, and this one has gone down way faster. Look, it's been probably 35 or 40 hours of burn time, and it's almost gone. Never mind, I just checked. I spoke before I did the research, and they claim a 40-hour burn time. So then I guess they're not lying. I take it back. But their burn time compared to all the other candles is not as good. I wouldn't repurchase this one. I may get By the Fireplace at some point, but only on sale. Okay, let's go with Malone and Goetz. I got a couple. I got Otto, which smells a little bit like Bay from Diptyque. A lot of it like Bay from Diptyque, but with a bit of spiciness in there. It says Garden in Bloom, a blend of rose, geranium, grapefruit, and lavender. So maybe it's the lavender and those flowers that, I don't know, something to me reminded me of a tomato stem. It's a really nice candle. I haven't burned it yet. It is very, very strong. I blind bought it, and I don't know that it's a blind buy regret, but it's like not a blind buy home run. But I do really love their cannabis candle. This is my favorite from their candles and from their scents in general. I don't like the rum. The rum is like almost like too sticky sweet. I have the hand wash and kind of regret buying it, but the cannabis is amazing. It's so relaxing. It's like herbaceous and just calming. It doesn't smell like cannabis. It's more sage, and it's soft, and there's a sweetness to it. It's not overwhelming. It does fill the room, but it creates a very relaxing, pleasant aura. It's almost like you're at I don't know, like at some kind of like new age store or something. It smells nice. We got my favorite and my hubby's hatest candle of life, and that is Labo's Fig 15. This is blackcurrant and fig. It's delicious and delectable and all the things that I want blackcurrant and fig to be. It's like exactly that. That is just the blend of it. And it makes me happy. And when I burn it, he says it smells like weird food. It is what it is. I burn it when he's not home, but it's the most delicious, like gentle, fruity candle that still smells very posh. And I have Jo Malone's Pine and Eucalyptus. This one is, I think, another Christmas special. I have 2 of them because I love it so much. It's sweet, it's airy, it's a refreshing eucalyptus. It's just like, oh, it's the best. Like, this is a really nice, refreshing, almost minty type of Christmas scent. It's really like their best, one of their best candles. And then I have the White Moss and Snowdrops candle. I grabbed these on sale at Sephora. This is a lot cleaner, like aldehydic, fresh, gently mossy, like airy. It's very airy, it's very light. I think that if you like Chanel No. 5, you would like this candle and the scent. But this is a lot gentler. It's a lot softer. It's a lot more watered down. And the scent bubble on this, the throw on this is small. The Pine and Eucalyptus one is going to fill a small house. Like 1,000 square foot house will probably still catch a bit of this, or like 1 floor. Like I'm talking about like 1 floor. I guess my main floor is probably about 1,000 square feet. So this fills it up. But it's not so intense like some of the Voluspa ones that I mentioned. And then we will move on to Snif. These were sent to me complimentary. Way with Woods is my favorite. I love it. It's like a fresh woody scent. Like touches of citrus maybe in here as well. It is really, really nice. Just a casual like daily burn for me. Like I'll just let it go daily. They have a fragrance as well, like a body fragrance with this scent. I prefer it so much more in the candle. Then they have Old St. Wick, which is a Christmas special. I hope they come out with this again. When you go shopping for Christmas trees on a nice snowy day, like gentle snowflakes falling and that smell of fresh Christmas trees, and that's it. That's basically what this is. And then they have Lost Claus, which was another Christmas one. This smells like a smoky kind of marshmallow and spices. I told myself that I would burn through Old St. Wick and then burn this one. This is like borderline sexy. I think they say there's caramelized patchouli in here. I get that. It's a very unusual, very cool, like high quality smelling candle. Like a sexy Christmas candle. And there's one more that I forgot, so I'm going to have to run and bring it. But not before I share another last one, which is back here, which is Ditch Plains. I did not love this. It kind of smells like a music festival. It smells like actually kind of like partying and weed and the seaside. They're kind of like grapefruit and weed. I don't like this, so I'm not really going to talk too much about it. And then the grand finale, like creme de la creme of gourmand candles that I personally really loved and just kept it open. Like I didn't even burn this and the scent is so strong. This is Half-Baked Pumpkin Smash. This is incredible. This has nutmeg, cinnamon, like all the delicious spices, whiskey, like maple. Oh, this is amazing. They worked with Tegan Gerard, a food blogger, to create this candle. And this was a massive, massive hit last year. It got sold out so quickly. I hope they bring it back again because this is like every pumpkin spice lover's dream. And even myself, who I claim that I don't like gourmand candles or food candles, but this is mouth-watering deliciousness. And if they do bring it back, or if there's anything else from Snif that you guys wanted to check out, I do have a code with them. And it's the Scented 10 for 10% off. So yeah, let's hope and pray that they bring this pumpkin smash back. That is my luxury / like semi-luxury candle collection. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Let me know if you guys want to see more candle videos, and I would be so happy to share that because it's another great passion of mine. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.